fun to don't miss it. So I'm gonna turn on the camera. I didn't even have the time to introduce myself. I'm Irnieracing, and we're watching
Welcome! Bienvenue!
So, Mya doesn't like to be brushed, but she has no choice because she has long hair. Mya!
This is the beginning of our trip south. We are about to get on the road, and that's why Mya needs to lose her nuts and get a little brush to be soft. Because Mya is staying in Canada, and we are going to Southern California for racing at Chuckwalla. And then we're gonna fly off to probably Southeast Asia, and Mya is not happy.
It's not your best intro, like she's so pissed. Aww.
This video is what Mya...
Just calm down.
It's just a brush, Mya. I know you're angry we're leaving you in Canada. I know.
Yeah, she's like, where about my adventure in California? I miss it already. Yeah, you do. Mya, we're not Monday. It's not, you're not like Garfield.
Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Anyways, hello everybody. My name is Marcel, and that's Marianne, and that's Mya the MotoKitty, and we're packing up to leave Kelowna, head into Merritt, drop Mya off with my mother, and then head to Nels at Two Wheel Dyno Works, put Merlin and Emrys back on the dynos to see what's going on with them, retune them, you know, as the engine develops. And then we're heading down to Southern California. I'm going all the way to Chuckwalla, if you can hear me over the Mya. And I'm going to be picking up a new road mic. I'm getting a new road mic, micro, as well. So hopefully I have better audio from this later on, from the Sony. And anyways, guys, welcome to the trip. The documentary begins. Cheers.
1, 2, 3. Aww. Oh! No! That's mean. You hurt my feeling now.
MB versus Mya.
You can tell how much she hates to be brushed. She always hated it.
Well, at least Mya was getting some good editing done. She's rendering her latest video. Master the Mountain GTO.
Did you grab a bottle of water?
No.
I can give you. So if you want to make it green and need water.
Right. What'd you think of that snow?
I don't mind snow.
Okay, well you're not driving.
Yeah.
Hey, MB.
Hey.
Have you ever seen US dollar coins? Look, it looks like Scandia money. You know what I mean? It looks like, I'm like, is that even US? Martin Van somebody. Yeah. So, $10. Let's rock out. Miss Mya. Too bad she wasn't here. put the octane boost in there. I think half a bottle of octane boost. Try to raise the octane on a consistent note of, say, like, you know, whatever it's going to be, 94, 95,
Okay.
96. Yeah, and then that might give us, because before we were always running, it was 92 where I was running regular with octane boost, and so that just never, you know, sometimes we weren't able to advance it enough. You got it? Yeah, so this is the one that's Merlin. It's been tons of 7,000 kilometers, and it's not running like it should in terms of, this bike was way faster now, when it used to be the other way around.
Tuning, I mean, I was making like 1 and 2 little % changes that aren't going to make any difference. The power curve is smooth.
Oh yeah, this is the one. I just had it at BMW. We had the clutch removed, and it was all replaced under warranty. And the plates were fine. It was because I had that launch control issue.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
It can't be the clutch in that sense.
Well, let's plug the race tools into it
and see if we advance the time and what happens. Yeah.
Knock control is still on. Yeah.
I mean, sorry.
So we'll go. We want to try and crank this up a bit.
Now that that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, if we're one bike was more advanced than the other, and it's all depending on the fuel we're running.
So there's 3/4 of a degree. There's 3 degrees advanced.
Same power, no drop-offs.
Yeah, it did not knock. Exactly.
For everybody on YouTube, this is live. I'm trying to catch up with Merlin. Merlin has like almost 8,000 track kilometers, and he's been losing power over time. So now Emrys is the secret weapon of power. And so we're trying to play with a little higher octane fuel that I normally run. Just, what are we running? 92 from the Shell, just down the road. Mixed with Amstel octane boost, like half a bottle. And so now we increase. So you're at 3 degrees, and are you going to go a little higher now?
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can.
3 and how does it go in increments?
Like 3.75.
But you're not doing 100% at 3. Oh, you're starting at a higher 3.75 at 7,000 RPM.
Yeah, we'll just see what happens if it helps at all. So far, it was like 1 horsepower for
Yeah.
1.5 degrees, so it's not really.
We might get lucky though. It'll go another 1 or 2 right now, and then you'll
Possibly.
know.
Yeah.
If it drops, or then if it knocks, then we're okay. That's the limit.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
So Merlin become the rider training.
Do that, and then you wake up one day at 60 and like, yeah, I have nobody like to share.
I don't have
Custody, moment.
I don't have it. I'm not even interested in trying to keep
No, but
We'll be talking bikes.
some people are like, yeah.
Welcome to the genesis of what will tomorrow be our past. A place where the present crumbles memories to dust. A desolate land where freedom is nothing but a word. We are here to change that. To breathe new life to this world today and pave the way for the world tomorrow. I of course speak of revolution. I speak of our future.
Oh man, all these bikes here. Alrighty, look at this. HP4 Race. That card frame. Oh, the frame looks different when you don't ever know what to expect. So interesting. No, Marcel, I ride road race bikes with. Yeah, I'm on my way south for racing.
He's on his way south, so he was just to race, and he was just coming through, so he's dropping off some tools because he's sponsored by a tool company. And at the same exact time, Gil with Bosch was coming through, and this is for our ITS show in Washington that we're doing. And I was driving from California from a racetrack. I stopped. Carsonson loaded my trailer with all the booth shit. He's like, I can't ship this shit. So Gil's picking this up.
Oh yeah, that's some stands, yeah.
Yeah. So this.
What do you pull this trailer with?
Yeah, my,
This bus.
my coach.
Oh, your coach, yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's not really a bus
You can't
anymore.
hook this up to like a Ford Explorer.
No, any diesel truck, just like my truck. You know, it's just a trailer. It's an aluminum trailer, so it's lighter.
Yeah, but then he's got all this stuff in there.
Yeah, just a bunch of bikes. All right, I made
Is
it.
one of these bikes yours?
No, mine are in my trailer. I got similar bikes, just the
These are all John's? These are all
No,
your
his are the two front ones here.
Yeah, 'cause
What do you think about that bad boy?
Suzuki's not John. John is
No,
a BM guy.
I'm a BMW dude.
Whose are those?
Well,
My
John's
buddy
got some
that rides
KTM's
this
too.
bike, he goes, yeah, he goes, he just bought a new Gixxer. He goes, I've got BMW taste, but Gixxer money.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Yeah.
What do you think?
I wish it was in your garage so I could take a better look at it.
I know.
Are you unloading the bikes now? No. You're just gonna leave them all in here.
I just literally haven't had time.
No,
Like,
I know.
I got back from that track and I've been working.
Exactly. That's why you have to have two trailers, one for dirt bikes, one for street bikes, all fully
I
loaded
thought about doing
with your saddle tools in each trailer and in each garage. Right? That's what we talked about.
I know.
You don't have time to load and unload, so you have to have two of everything.
I thought about building a double trailer, but
Or a second one? Yeah.
dude, that bike is so unbelievable to ride.
Yeah. What's your favorite points about it? Like, what do when you if you sum her up, like, what's your favorite part about it?
It's not. I thought because it's so light that it would be volatile, like
Shaky, hard to ride.
harder to ride.
It's a rag.
You'd have to take. It'd be riskier. It's the opposite. It's smoother. It's easier. It's safer.
Oh, really?
I would consider it 30% safer than riding an RR.
It doesn't come with this though, does it? The
No,
grip?
I added. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I added.
Yeah. Only thing you
What
added.
else am I taking?
I'm gonna set this out. Just out of the way for a minute. It's right here. That one.
The throttle is actually not as short turn as I would have thought. Is it the same? Is it the same?
It's electronically adjustable.
Where are you driving?
No, I know that. So is mine by the computer. Well, so you could do it.
Except I can do it right on the screen.
Oh, really?
Everything.
But the mechanical stop is still the same.
And you can see, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can adjust it to go faster or slower to it.
Oh, interesting. All digital, yeah. Yeah, because I set my digital stop not here, but I back it off a bit when I do mine. I literally digitally back it off that much and then full throttle is all that last bit. So I reach full throttle sooner, and I never worry about accidentally not being on full throttle, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wish I had a mechanical stop though, and that would involve some sort of part, you know, that not too many people were making. Probably somebody makes it now, I think. But and you got 168. Oh, it's cool how you got it. 168. You're close to my number. My 174. You're just a little bit off. 6 off.
Oh, it's cold. Is that the boost? Is that everything? I think that's everything.
And you added the reservoir cover, of course. That's not OEM. Yeah, 2 things you changed. 2 things.
2 things, and the number.
Yeah, and the number on the front.
And I put Dunlops on it.
And you got Dunlops, right? Yeah, I always wanted those rear brake calipers.
It is.
Look at that beauty. Look
It
at
is, to me, it is so much safer because if you want to pass somebody, you don't. There's no risk of like running wide because you can.
It's so light. You just turn it.
Dude, at Laguna, I had to slow down. Like in the expert class, right?
John.
Yeah.
What's going?
Yep. Yep. All that structure stuff. At Laguna, I had to slow down because of traffic because I was coming up on. I didn't slow down because I needed to slow down for the corner. I slowed down because I was riding so much faster than the other groups that you could get into trouble.
Oh yeah.
So it's very easy to pass someone because
there's so many. Yeah,
you just stay on the throttle and everybody hits their brakes and you stay on the gas because you could stop with the carbon wheels and that's 70 pounds lighter. You just wait until you're way past everybody, then you hit the brakes and you still like. It's hard not to like be literally getting back on the gas in the corner, like
And you're saying this in comparison to your
To an RR.
your 16 or whatever, yeah.
16 RR.
Yeah. Yeah, you're taped up one, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you don't have time for that crap. I like that. What kind of tape did you use?
That was a 90 mile an hour
Gil
crash.
taking more stuff, or is that it?
Is this,
I think that suitcase.
Why does this have a dent in it?
What?
You should see this side of the bike.
Just the body work.
90 mile an hour.
Wait,
Yeah.
which side did you lay down?
This side.
It's all taped up. Just the body work, you know, and a little bit of a case slider.
New body work.
Bike that I didn't see yet?
This is the new one.
Yeah. The one that you don't want to put down, that should be in a museum almost, right?
It should
come there's
almost
a-
be in a museum.
But of course that would be
There's
dumb.
Why is there a dent in that Triumph?
So John, what is
Can I turn the dash on? So you just.
John, what is it?
I have no idea.
Cool.
What does it look like?
I think it probably sets on as a display. I bet it's a
It looks
Oh,
like
it's a folder
brochure
holder.
display.
EBR1. What is EBR? EBR?
electronic braking. So,
Oh yeah, you
so
can.
that's your
engine
braking. Engine braking. There you go.
Engine braking, traction control, and then dry 1 is another version of DTC. You're in gear.
It starts in gear.
Right off the bat. Yeah, well, without a clutch in. Without a clutch in.
No, there's no protection.
Well, it'll say the gear on there, won't it? Oh, it's in gear 1, but the bike has to be slid forward and back. It won't go in neutral. Loud too, right off the bat.
I thought
It's
you were
awesome.
gonna like run it up to like 10,000 RPMs or something.
No, you gotta warm up the engine and let it cycle.
It's not good for the engine.
I know.
Yeah, it alarms all over the place
Plus,
when you don't too.
we were gonna asphyxiate ourselves.
So did you put anthem in?
Asphyxiate ourselves.
No, he's running around.
He's
Yeah.
out there somewhere.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for showing me your bike there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Um,
You might be online with this.
Riot.
This will be a YouTube video right here. HP4 Race John.
What's this right here?
This is the only HP4 race, I'm pretty sure, in the U.S. that's actually got
like that, then you put
I had some
some
kilometers on it.
about 600 miles on it already. And they're actual track, full on.
That was what, 1 or 2 track?
Let's
That's
run
2
this
track
thing.
days.
4 track days.
Oh, okay, yeah. But you rode both bikes on a track. Did you try to
I
compare?
rode this for like 2 hours, and then it was the next. That
Yeah.
was the next.
And then you never went back to this one after that. You're like, what's the point? Unless you want to race somebody where you want to risk the bike more. And
Yes.
like if you're like, let's
I'm
have a
keeping
dirty
this.
race.
I'm keeping this for taking risk.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
If I drop, I used to think, oh, I can't scratch this.
No,
And
now
I'm
you don't even care as
yeah,
much.
if I drop this, it's no big deal.
That's
Don't crash this one.
that's
Yeah.
significantly lighter.
70 pounds lighter.
Well, this one's in your race trim. You know, you're gonna be just over 400. I don't know if you ever weighed your bikes personally,
I
but
haven't. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's full titanium exhaust. This is probably 20 pounds. Maybe it's 50 pounds difference, but there's a lot of money in this.
I know
bike to
I've
get
weighed
there.
both my bikes, and you know they're right around the 400 mark. You know, and a little bit of titanium on Merlin and such too, and aluminum bolts everywhere. So you know, depending on that, you're gonna be over 400. And then this thing, you said it was 3.
It's 322 dry.
Yeah, just like 600. Like 600 weight. I mean, my 322, my 600, I got 350 out of a ZX6R back in the day, X Factory. So this thing's even lighter than a 600.
It's right on the edge of a MotoGP bike.
I was going to ask what a MotoGP bike weighs.
It's right around that weight.
3.
I'm not even. Yeah, I never actually looked up how much they weigh.
320.
It's in kilograms, so I didn't do the conversion. But this is just like a few pounds over a MotoGP bike.
Yeah. Did you get any other opinions from anybody? Did you let anybody else ride
I
it?
had Galen Cook ride it.
Oh yeah, what'd he say right off the bat? What's his first 4 words?
He rode it easy, and he still.
Of course, yeah.
He still beat his just riding easy. He beat his highest, his top speed at Laguna, going over the top of the hill.
Oh yeah, turn
miles
1.
an hour faster.
Yeah,
going
turn
through,
1.
Going over turn 1.
Yeah.
That he's ever done in his life, and he was babying the bike.
Of course, yeah.
Stock bike.
It's an OEM race bike,
It's an OEM
which is very
race bike.
You can buy them like that.
well.
It's ready to race.
Very
You'd have to have it pre-ordered now. It's probably too late.
You had to almost pre-order it before.
Yeah.
They're making $750 for the world for 2018, 2019.
What's the model?
HP4 Race.
Yeah, BMW HP4 Race.
HP4 Race.
Yeah, it's a limited edition race bike. The only other companies that I can really think of is KTM made a race only. Remember the RC8 race? And but of course that bike was just not a good bike.
They made an HP4 Race. They made an HP4.
That's not which is a street. That's just street.
Bike with some converted parts.
Yeah, which made it worse for racing actually.
Does Aprilia still make them?
There is before, yes.
They do.
Aprilia.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else actually makes a race bike now because KTM doesn't make it anymore.
We're talking like you can't legalize this bike.
Yeah.
This is track only.
No
You
Nivis.
cannot ride it. There's no riding this on a public road. You can't license.
Oh, the H2R is the only other one. But of course, it's not even a true race bike. It's just a track-oriented, fun demonstration.
There are 50 different things on this bike that are race. When you read the manual, it's page after page of this is for racing.
It's so cool how they have aluminum inserts everywhere to attach how they make the carbon be able to attach. You have to have aluminum inserts that give a cup, and the cup just dissipates the pressure, right? All right.
Crash this bike.
That's the chassis.
Because you got to get a new bike.
Look at this.
Yeah.
That's aluminum.
Yeah.
Right. You crash that, you've got to get a new motorcycle.
Under crash testing, the wheels and frame of this bike handled crash testing better than the aluminum frames in these bikes. Now, this frame won't cost $40,000.
You can go. No, yeah, you can find that frame.
One
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. You're not.
You can buy that frame, but it's going to cost.
Yeah, you're almost like buying another bike again,
It's half a
essentially.
bike.
Yeah.
That's like, kind of like the one
Yeah, that's the only problem. You don't have any parts, so that's the big issue when I look at it. It's like, okay, not just the frame, but how do you get it? Can you buy that swing arm? You must. You can buy the swing arm from BMW.
You can buy all the parts.
So how much is the swing arm? Did you look this up?
The sum of the parts is about $120,000. So yeah, when you
No,
start
did you go into microfiche? Is it on the microfiche?
Yeah.
So I could order that swing arm and put it on my bike, and I'd be curious how much it would be. That's the thing. I could build my own HP4 Race with certain select components, like the swing arm.
Yep.
My question is, have
again,
you won any
if
races
you
with that?
just did suspension and brakes and wheels
17.
from an RR, you're approaching 80% of the cost of the HP4. It doesn't make sense. the component, the sum of that bike is way more than the components, right? It's really, you asked me what I thought about riding it. It's far more than the sum of the parts.
More than the sum of the parts.
So
once they're all combined.
When they're combined, they're engineering combined. In other words, it just, within the second lap, you forget you're riding an $80,000 bike, and you just realize you're riding like, it's like halfway between a road bike and a dirt bike. It's light, nimble, feels safe, controlled. It doesn't feel dangerous at all. It just stops well, goes well, turns light.
I like the fact that it's so naked here. There's just no junk, like, you know, like all this plastic bullet. You know how you always run out of bar space for things, and this one is simple, right? It's just
race.
It reminds me of my factory Cowie I had. You know, everything's stripped away, right?
Yep.
That's nice. All right.
Nice to see the difference, right?
Yeah.
Wow. The 168 of 750 in the world.
Were you live on Marianne or something?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's get out of the trailer. I gotta sneak out of here.
Thanks for watching. I wanted to share it with you.
Anyways, guys.
Beauty.
As you know,
it just came back from the racetrack, so he didn't have the time to unload it in his garage. But
this HP4 Race
he
is
had
huge.
a little sneak peek on it and can compare it to the old brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Allium.
So, yeah, pretty cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, what Marianne said. Anyways, my name is Marcel Irnie, world's best motorcycles, YouTube, Irnieracing, HP4 Race, Jonathan's. Cheers. There comes MB. Of course, we need to stock up on some food and water and such before heading to Chuckwalla.
Hello. Bonjour, mon nom est Marianne, je vais être votre cuisinière ce week-end.